Fast cars, sharp turns, and the occasional expensive accidents. The world of Formula One is as thrilling as it is glamorous. But what's the real deal with Nikita Mazepin, the young driver who's been stirring up the F1 scene? From his early racing days to his controversial first year in the big leagues, there's more to Mazepin than meets the eye. But one thing about him that's remarkable is just when you think you've got him figured out, Mazepin throws a curveball, pulling off a twist that'll leave you rethinking everything. You might have your assumptions challenged. The origin story of Nikita Mazepin starts not on the grand F1 tracks, but on the buzzing asphalt of go-kart circuits. Yes, the fire-breathing passion for speed ignited in this Moscow-born youngster way back in 2011, when he was just 12 years old. Back then, it wasn't just about checkered flags and podiums, it was about mastering the craft, carving his name in the junior racing world. Titles in the CIK FIA Karting European Championship and a second-place finish at the Karting World Championship cemented his reputation as a talent to watch. But Mazepin's ascension to F1 wasn't paved with the usual struggles of an underdog. The year was 2020, and his arrival came draped in the gold-embroidered robe of controversy. Sure, his raw talent played a vital role, but let's not forget the significant contribution of his billionaire father, Dmitry Mazepin. This financial backing, while opening doors, also sparked whispering campaigns about pay drivers and whether pure skill alone propelled him to the pinnacle of motorsport. And then came the infamous social media storm. A reckless act caught on camera, shared in the fleeting world of Instagram, turned Mazepin from just a driver into a global headline. Remember that crazy first lap of Mazepin's rookie season in Bahrain? Boom! Spun out and crashed before the crowd even settled in. Not exactly the dream debut, right? And his whole year was kinda like that. Spin City, bumps and crashes galore. Stuck at the back of the pack like watching your friends zoom past in Mario Kart on expert mode while you're still fumbling with the controller. Not the best feeling, especially when your teammate, Mick Schumacher, is out there racking up points. But it wasn't just the track giving Mazepin trouble. Remember that thing before the season even started? Yeah, that not-so-cool video where let's just say his interactions with a woman in a car weren't exactly appropriate. It was a digital detonator, blowing up the internet and shattering his golden boy image. Headlines screamed, "Groping Scandal Rocks F1." Sponsors bolted faster than a Ferrari on nitro, and fans had mixed reactions as well. How do you fix a reputation when you're already labeled public enemy number one? Mazepin went the classic route. Social media apologies smoother than a racing slick. Deeply sorry. Unacceptable behavior. The words flowed like champagne on a podium. But did they stick? Some saw genuine remorse, others a PR smokescreen. The internet, of course, remained skeptical. The real drama unfolded behind the scenes. Haas, Mazepin's team, went radio silent regarding controversy. Not a peep about internal discussions, leaving fans with more unanswered questions. Were they protecting their golden goose, the driver with the billionaire dad, or genuinely trying to handle a sensitive situation? Who knew? However, the real question here is, did he learn from his mistake? Those questions hang heavy in the F1 paddock, leaving Mazepin's future as tangled as a multi-car crash. One thing's for sure, his rookie year wasn't just about learning the tracks, it was a crash course in living under the F1 spotlight. A harsh lesson that shaped him, for better or worse, into one of the most talked about figures in motorsport. Imagine stepping into Mazepin's racing boots. Every turn of the wheel, every bump on the track feels amplified under the microscope of F1. One spin becomes a meme, one mistake fuels headlines, and your face is plastered on every screen like a high-speed billboard. It's enough to make your palms sweat faster than a pit crew changing tires. For instance, let's rewind to that jaw-dropping Imola incident during practice. Remember when Mazepin came this close to sending his teammate Mick Schumacher into a dizzying spin? Some call it a rookie blunder. Others sniffed out a deeper story of team tensions brewing like a storm cloud in the Haas garage. Moreover, Imola wasn't the only pit stop on the Mazepin vs. Haas drama train. Remember Baku, where Mazepin spun out under yellow flags, taking out Mick Schumacher and triggering a chaotic crash? Some saw it as a rookie blunder, others as a frustrated outburst. Fuel for the team tension fire. And who can forget the Portuguese Grand Prix, where Mazepin ignored blue flags, delaying Sergio Perez and earning a penalty. Was it a calculated move to prove himself, or just another chapter in the Haas headache handbook? Each incident added another layer to the Mazepin-Haas puzzle. Was it a clash of personalities, two hungry drivers fighting for scraps in a struggling team? Or was it something else? A deeper frustration with strategy or car performance bubbling over into on-track incidents? One thing's for sure, these weren't just racing incidents. They were glimpses into the pressure cooker that is F1, where the line between friendly competition and simmering tension can blur faster than a pit crew changing tires. Did Mazepin's on-track antics reflect internal struggles within the team? We may never know for sure, but the drama kept the F1 world buzzing like a swarm of excited bees. His driving style was like a red flag waving in the face of caution. Some saw a fearless racer pushing the limits of physics. Others saw a reckless daredevil playing a dangerous game. Where do you draw the line between pushing boundaries and playing it safe in a sport where speed is king and risk is the middle name? Now, let's talk about the public's opinion of Mazepin, which was as mixed as a bag of jelly beans at a candy store. Some fans cheered him on like a hometown hero. Others booed him like the villain in a cheesy movie, and some just scratched their heads in confusion, whispering, "Did I just see that?" Every race, every incident added another layer to his persona. It was confusing, it was exciting, it was definitely never dull. But through it all, one question remained like a tire mark on the asphalt. How does a young athlete, barely out of his teens, deal with all that attention, good and bad, while still trying to master the fire-breathing beast that is an F1 car? It's a mental marathon, a balancing act worthy of a gold medal. So, there you have it. The roller coaster tale of Nikita Mazepin in Formula 1. From his first gripping turn of the wheel to the intense scrutiny of his every move. It's been a journey marked by both controversy and undeniable determination. This story isn't just about a driver, it's about the grit and grind behind the glamorous facade of F1.